In Clinton, Iowa, random bullcrap is considered especially abundant. The dedicated detectives who investigate these pointless hodgepodges are members of an elite squad known as the Clinton Random Channel. These are their stories. My name's Celeste.
I'm Nathan.
Welcome to Random Clinton's Pointlessly Ranking Things, a show where we pointlessly rank things nobody asked us to rank. Today's episode, we went to all the gas stations in Clinton and we rated them on several criteria. Nathan, remember our criteria?
Let's see. Gas prices, cleanliness, customer service, and food. Food selection, soda selection, that whole dilly bob.
Dilly Bob.
Yes, dilly bob.
We get famous for putting that on a fucking t-shirt, man.
Want a dilly bob?
Yeah. The Dilly Bob. Anyway, so every one of them, each category for the gas stations got 5 points. And then at the end we added their points together over the categories, their total score, which determined the rankings. I think that was a fair way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an impartial, even though, I think we both had favorites when we came into it, but I think the final scores are pretty...
They're fair.
Yeah.
Or, in our opinion, they are.
Alright, should we start at the bottom of the list, maybe?
I believe so.
Okay, that way it's like a build-up to the good thing.
Build the suspense.
Okay, so really when we took it all and put it together, we had 10 placements. There was originally 2 ties, but after some discussion we figured out there's really only 1 tie. And that tie was pretty deserved. And
Yes.
we're of different mind on which one should eke ahead, so we kept it as a tie. Alright, so number 10 goes to BP by the North Bridge.
Yes. It doesn't. It's been a while, I won't lie, since I've been in there.
That's not been a while for me.
But let's face it, it's not the cleanest place. It doesn't have much of a selection. The hot food is, last I knew, was just pretty much hot dogs.
Yep.
And then kind of regular gas station snacks.
Yeah, pretty much. Out of a score of 20, it scored a 6.5. With it getting a 1 in gas prices, it was just as expensive as literally any other gas station in town. 2 for food, because they have some snacks. They have an okay snack selection, but hot food, they really got nothing. 1.5 for cleanliness. I've seen garbage on the outside quite a few times. And then for customer service, a 2, because I've had both good and bad experiences. I should add here that even if it's low on the list, I've still been in much worse gas stations. I've been in some horrible gas stations.
Yes.
So, it's all relative. It's all relative. So yeah, the BP comes out with a 6.5, landing it in 10th place. Number 9, we have the Johnson Oil Company Shell by Clinton High School.
Yes.
And that comes out with a significant bump over. It's gotten 8 out of 20. So that one it's a total score of 8. It got a 1 on gas price, because again, it was as expensive as any other gas station in town. 1 for gas. 1.5 for food, because it really did not have any hot food at all. 3 for cleanliness. It wasn't terrible. And then a 2.5 for customer service.
Yeah, I'm not regular there, but I've had good and like I've had really good chats with the cashiers there. Some are really nice, but I've also had really bad ones where it was just get in, get your stuff, get out.
Yeah, get your shit and leave.
Yeah.
And shove that cappuccino.
Yeah. It just did. So I mean, 2.5. You can't really go either way. You can't say it was good or bad. But I mean, we went there today, and the guy was really nice. I mean,
yeah. And he was doing things. He was busy the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Going. I think he might have had too much coffee, but.
Yeah, like I said when we were there, I had a feeling he was on like cup number 30. I swear his heart was going to just go. It was, but I mean, otherwise, it seemed more like a out in the middle of nowhere gas station kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like middle of desert, you're driving through. Oh, I'm on E. Yep. Cha-ching. Okay. Meow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, I can imagine that being like in a one-horse town.
Right.
That would do great there. But as it is, it's right by Clinton High School, and it's in the middle of town, and with so much competition, it lands itself only on number 9 on this list, so pretty damn close.
It didn't get a horrible score, though. I mean,
no.
It was about, 10, if you say 10 is on the average area, then, I mean, it's just a little below average.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't, none of them were absolutely horrid, and I've seen absolutely horrid, but this one was just, not great. Coming in at number 8 on our list was the Johnson Oil Company Shell on 2nd Avenue South, also known to the locals as 24/7, and that came in with an 8. With an 8 on the rating. It got a 2 for gas price, a 3 for food, a 2 for cleanliness, and a 2 for customer service. And each was out of 5. Total score of 8. So still, total score of 9. So still a little bit underneath that average rating of 10. This one was kind of hard to do. This one was kind of hard for me to put my biases aside, I think.
Yeah, because like some of their food, when you get it fresh and it just gets out there, it's whopping.
Oh yeah.
It's yeah, buddy.
They have gizzards and livers.
Oh yeah.
No other gas station does it like they do.
Well, I mean, if it sits out a hair too long, it goes downhill real quick.
Yeah, the magic departs quickly.
Yeah. I mean, you get it fresh, nothing like it.
Yeah, I think on top of that, so the food was hard to figure out exactly where to put it because it's a very dichotomous thing. It's good or it's bad when I've had it there. The other thing that was kind of hard to rank on here was the customer service.
Yeah, because like some of them really nice, really friendly,
Yeah, they build relationships with the patrons. I mean, I'll go in there with friends sometimes. I'll be like, "Oh, how you doing, girl?" And like they've known each other for years, and you might ask them to be a bridesmaid in your wedding.
And then there's the others who will just tell you to get the hell out.
Yep. And that happened to me the other night. She's like, "Oh my God, take your dog food and leave." I'm like, "Are you guys closing?" And she's like, "I want to go on break." I'm like, okay, all right. That's rude. It's not like I was in there. I was in there for like 4 minutes. Anyway, so yeah, that one was kind of hard to rank. I think cleanliness, we gave it a 2.5, so right in the middle. Now, that one was because it's open 24/7.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I mean, usually there's only 2 staff there, or 2 employees there. And with a place that size, it could easily do a 3-person staff thing. And
yeah, because it's always hopping.
Yeah, you never see it, like, it always has 1 person in it at almost all times, even during the night. So it should have 3 people, but I mean, I don't know if it would allow it, so. But it did get 2 just because it's a little under what it should be. And you can walk in and find flaws within the cleanliness pretty easily and quick.
Yeah, it's pretty. It really, if it wasn't open 24/7 and it wasn't as busy as it is with the staff that it has, it would have been a lot lower, I think, on that rating.
Yeah.
But we considered, we are in a staffing crisis. It's kind of always been like that too.
Yeah, I've never seen. I think I've only once seen them have 3 people on, and that was, I think it was during a shift change.
Yeah, so not to knock the staff that work there. I mean, we get it. It's hard, and you guys are always busy. There's always somebody in or outside of that store. But we still had to be honest about it,
Yeah.
Yeah. That it's on the scanner page all the time.
Yeah.
So we didn't count that in the scorings, but it was hard not to count that in the scorings. Coming in at number 7 with a respectable 9.25. Okay, it wasn't that respectable. We have the one and only in town Murphy's gas station.
Or known as Walmart gas.
Walmart gas. So Murphy's got a 4 on gas price, 0.25 on food, a 3 on cleanliness, and a 2 on customer service.
We couldn't give it a 0 because it does have a couple snacks. Ever so few of them. But, I mean, it's the difference between having one plate with a couple of peas on, or a plate of peas, or nothing on your dinner table. Which would you rather have? So they got 0.25 on that because they got their itty-bitty walls of snacks and the usual gas station counter underneath selection. What's that called? Not bargain buys, but
Impulse.
Impulse buys. Impulse buy selection underneath.
It got a 4 for gas price. It was the cheapest by a couple of cents.
Cheapest.
And it usually is. It's consistently cheap.
It's cheapest. But from what when I did drive, and from what I've heard, it's not the best quality though. It may be cheap, but it's crap. I've noticed that it burns a lot quicker, or it seems
to. Because of the additives. I've heard the same thing with another contender on our list. Actually, the next contender on our list.
But let's see, cleanliness. I mean, it's an itty bitty store, but they're always. I mean, when they're open, I don't think they get a break. They just
Yeah, it did get a 3 for cleanliness because I mean, it's not like the outside is kind of messy, and the inside it's kept up pretty well. But 3 is on the higher end of the spectrum for cleanliness.
Right, like I know. The staffing thing, they only usually have one person there.
Yeah.
When you have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, what do they have, 12 or 8 pumps? And then you have all the garbage containers. There's no way one person can go out and do that. So the only time they'd be able to go out and clean up all that stuff is at shift change. And so, I mean, they do a respectable job for what they have there.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the staff, we gave it a 2 for customer service. And that is because I don't think, except for maybe twice that I've gone in there, I've had the same staff. And they haven't been awful. They have not been awful. Like, for example, 24/7, I've had bad experience. I've never had a truly 100% bad experience at Murphy's with the staff. Just not, like overly, exuberantly warm.
Yeah.
They seem to go through staff kind of fast.
Yeah. It kind of makes me wonder why. I'm sure we'll find out one day, but it's one of the downsides of going through staff so much is that they can't build up a relation. They can't learn the ins and outs of not the business, but everything that goes on within it, Well, if an accident happens or this, and so and like I said, one person, they're always rushing to get something done.
Mm-hmm.
They get 3 seconds, they gotta use those 3 seconds ASAP.
Yeah.
And
they work hard.
Oh yeah.
They work hard.
So I mean,
we take things into consideration. I mean, it's low, but
I mean, it's not like they suck. It's just
we rated based on like if you walked in ignorantly.
Yeah, if you were from Davenport, you came in and you were like, oh, look at gas, get it, and then get out and go. I mean, you're always going to have that one cashier that you're like, oh yeah, they were really nice, or oh, they were really mean, and it sticks to you. It stinks, but
'tis what it is.
See.
We're almost at the halfway point here, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at number 6, we have Circle K. And Circle K got a perfect middle of the pack number at 10. 10 out of 20. And let's see here. It was a little bit higher on our list, but after we went and double checked all the gas prices today, it lost a point. So it got a 3.5 for gas price, a 2.5 for food, a 1.5 for cleanliness, and a 2.5 for customer service.
Yeah, their food selection is, they got a warm plate, but it only
Nobody
has,
goes to Circle K for food. No one says, man, I'm really hoping for dinner, I'm going to Circle K. They don't do that. But the reason that it didn't get lower than 1.5 is because it does have a decent
snack area.
Or sorry, it got a 2.5.
It also has good soda selection.
Yeah.
It's both Pepsi and Cola, I believe.
Yep, it got a 2.5 because it's got good snacks, it's got all the drinks you could possibly want, and the Polar Pops. I often go into Circle K just for the Polar Pops.
They even have a deal right now where you can go, I think you pay like $5.99 and everything, and for 1 month you can get one per day. So $6, you get, I think, 30 Polar Pops.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great deal.
I'm a Diet Coke junkie.
I mix and match.
Although, ironically, right now I'm having a Diet Dr. Pepper. It's just sweet. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it's okay. I did have a 4.5 for gas price, but today it was on the higher end, but I do know that in the past I've gone there because their gas price is really cheaper.
Yes.
So it does fluctuate, and it's usually on the lower end, but today it was not.
Yes. The customer service, it's not bad, but
again, it's open 24 hours. But yeah, I don't see the same staff there a whole lot. A lot of times they're just like, okay, here's the stuff. I've had some good experiences though. There's some stuff that are really nice.
Oh yeah, I've gone in there late when I was driving. I'd go in there at like 2 in the morning for a soda. Go in and I'd stay there till 3 because I was chatting with the cashier. Mm-hmm. And real nice guy or girl, and excuse me, real nice experience. But I don't know. Recently, it seems like I visit there about once a week, I'd say, area.
Yeah.
Once a week, and I never see the same staff.
Yeah, that's true.
But I know that during their daytime hours, they have 2 people there though. So, and they need it because one person needs to upkeep or try to upkeep everything within the store and outside, but at night I believe they only have one person. And yeah, You always see the nighttime person just running around like a chicken without a head. And so your wait time goes up there, but other than that, they're usually pretty good on getting you in and out.
Yeah. All right, so we are now in the top five gas stations in Clinton. And so last night we did preliminary rankings. And today after we visited most of the gas stations today that we ranked, and others we visited in the last week.
Oh yeah.
So all the information's fairly recent. The only thing is, Nathan, you didn't go to BP, but I did. I went to BP the other day, 2 days ago. Anyway, so we're in the top five, but when we did our second round of rankings, it changed a lot.
Yes.
A lot. One of them went all the way from 7 to like up towards the very top. I'm not going to ruin it, but once we investigated a little further, it was like, holy crap. And that number 5 goes to Porter's on Comanche Avenue. So they came in with a score of 10.5. They just eked past Circle K. Porter's got a 2.5 in gas price. I mean, they weren't the most expensive, weren't the cheapest. They got a 4 for food. Really, they got a 4 for one food. Just one really good food. Yes. And then for cleanliness, I did give them a 1.5. There were a couple of dead flies on the table. And then for customer service, I gave it a 3.
Yeah. The customer, like, the food, so they don't really have, they have the typical gas station selection.
Combos.
Yeah, combos, pretzels, chips.
Candy bars. Shredded beef jerky in a can.
That's what it was. Beef jerky, stuff like that.
Bagels.
But, really, did they have a hot dog machine? With the roller doohickey? I didn't even see that.
They didn't.
I don't think it had any.
It didn't wow me.
Yeah.
The hot dog machine, I was unwowed. I was not transported to a mystical land of hot dog love.
And then their soda machine only had 6 selections. If I remember right, Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, Lemonade, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, and I don't remember the last. I want to say it was Dr. Pepper, but I think I'm wrong. I don't remember what the last one was. But they only had 6 selections, and today, unfortunately, they were out of cups, so got a smaller drink. Now, where they really shine is when you ask them, well, at least from what we experienced today, the burgers.
That burger was fire, okay? And now mind you, I've been in Porter's before. Today was the first time I ever had a Porter's burger, because I've always had people say they're so good, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it can't be that good. So I never really go into Porter's because, you know, it's kind of out of the way, and the gas is never all that cheap, so I just don't find myself there. But I'm like, well, for this list, we really need to make a visit so that we have some updated information. And that updated information from our visit today really brought it up in the rankings. I think like 3 or 4 spots.
Yeah, I think they were down around 8 area.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some staff in the past be just not rude. They weren't rude. They weren't bad staff. They were just not, you know, like top tier friendliness. When we went today, the staff was actually very nice. Mm-hmm. I would add that during none of the visits that we did for research were any of the staff outright bad or rude.
Right.
But today I was pleasantly surprised. They were really nice. They were very quick. We ordered a burger and I had it within like 2 minutes and checked me right out. But man, let's go back to that burger.
Yeah. We split a burger. She got hers with, said everything on it, but asked if we wanted jalapenos. I got my half with jalapenos. She got without. Man, whoever, if you see this, ma'am,
God bless you.
That one of the best burgers I've ever had. It was like it was
really fucking good.
It did not have too much of anything. It didn't have too little. just the right amount. It wasn't sloppy. It was perfectly presented. I mean, it was, yes.
It was, yes.
I can't.
The condiment game was on point, man. People say eyebrows on fleek, condiments on fleek. The buns were soft. It didn't have, because they had just made it, it didn't have the, you get it kind of like the heat lamp texture. None of that. And the meat was really what got me. You can tell that those are not the frozen, preformed patties. It was soft, but it held together. And the fat content really just... Anyway,
I would say 80-20.
Y'all will see me again.
Oh, yeah.
But unfortunately, while I would love to put you guys up towards the very, very top of the list for that burger alone, we couldn't do it in good conscience. We had to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, the store needs a good dust down and re-go, but...
Yeah, the walls were a little dirty and ceilings and there were a couple dead flies. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible.
It would... the way I would compare it would be what you would see in a movie as, like, a crappy gas station. And you know that any crappy gas station in a movie is always, like, a top-tier crappy one. But, that's what we thought at first. And we were, like, it was a very pleasant surprise, though, that, like, the staff was super friendly. Like, I had gone there years ago, so we needed, like I said, she said we needed an updated visit. I was there years ago, and the person was not nice, and never got to try the food. Like I said, they have a small drink selection, but small store too at the same time. Gas prices were middle tier and just there. What was the one I'm missing? What one?
Cleanliness, food, and gas price, customer service.
Customer service, yeah.
Yeah, they were nice. I mean, I went on an average. I think if the customer service, if it was only based on today, would have been higher, but in the past, it's been mediocre. So we had to average it out to 3.
Yeah, I mean, today if Porter's owners are watching this at any time, keep the 2 staff that were today. What's today's date? September 11th. Whoever worked today, today? Yeah, keep them. They were amazing.
Keep Burger Maker.
Keep both of them. They were both awesome.
They were both great, but if there's like a Holocaust or something, lead bunker for Burger Maker. We need her. Bring the machine, bring the meat, bring them all downstairs. I'll make 6 months of food turn into 6 hours.
Yeah. 6 hours, man, you're making that last.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, we have lots of food saved up. Open store. Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Look at that, it's Jabba the Hutt.
You know I have food now.
How did you get ketchup in here? Don't ask. You don't need to know anything. In our 4th place spot, Shell on the Johnson Oil Company Shell on 2nd Street and 5th Avenue North. This one's always had a special little place in my heart, but we gave it an unbiased ranking, and that ranking was 11.25 out of 20. So cumulatively, it had a gas price of 2. It was a little more expensive as far as gas goes than it usually is. 2.75 for food, a 2.5 for cleanliness, and a 4 for customer service. That 4 really goes to Betty there. She's nice. I like Betty. You haven't had a whole lot of experiences with her, but she's just always nice. She's, she remembers her customers really well. And other staff that I've seen there have also been friendly. I think for food, it probably would have been a lot lower if it weren't for them Shell specials.
Yeah, that really.
I love the Shell specials. They make the sandwiches there taste better than the sandwiches of the Shell Specials over by the high school. And I think they have one staff member that makes them. I think that's why it's different. But the chicken salad sandwich never fails to satisfy. And tuna salad, all of the salad sandwiches are good. So, I mean, I regularly, maybe even 3 to 4 times a week, will go in there to get lunch. Because for $3.50 you get a sandwich, drink, and chips. And they have a fair drink selection too, you know, they got all the...
Probably the eight spot for the fountain.
Fountain they have 8, but I usually get the cans, because you get the cans with the Shell Special.
That's even better, because usually they have a higher...
They have Mountain Dew Live Wire.
Oh, dang.
I never get Mountain Dew Live Wire. But I could if I wanted to. And they have Funyuns for chip selection. And I like Funyuns. I'm glad that you have them. You guys need to get more of them. More Funyuns.
Sour cream Funyuns.
Flaming Hot Funyuns.
Oh, I haven't had those. I got
They're good.
those.
They're good. They're just good as Flaming Hot Cheetos. Which is the other one. I think that is the one I get the most, Flaming Hot Cheetos. Makes me slow down so fast. Alright, so yeah. To the Shell on 2nd Street, good job. I like your Shell Specials. Gas I think was a fair price. What did we give it for cleanliness? I think I gave it a 2.5. It's in the middle.
Well, I mean, it's not like you're wowed by how clean it is, but it's not dirty.
No, it's standard gas station fare.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be dirty when it's raining and clean during the summer for the most part because, well, cleanish. Because, I mean, usually you got all the kids from the pool going in and out or the regular customers, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, now we're getting, my God, are we already on the top 3?
Yes.
Okay, this is the section I think that changed the most and the least, if that makes any sense. You're saying, you give it a 3, but there are a lot more than 3 gas stations left, and we'll explain this to you.
You'll find out with the next couple.
Yeah. So for our number 3 spot, we have at a pretty solid, it's a big jump between Shell on 2nd Street and this one. So we went from 11.25 for the Shell on 2nd Street all the way up to a 15 for our number 3, which is our Hy-Vee gas.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
This one was all of the rankings on this one were pretty good. So it got a 2 for gas price. It was originally a 1. We did not consider the fuel saver in this. Even though the fuel saver will lower that gas price, Hy-Vee, the grocery store, is kind of on the pricey side, so you're really just spending that money somewhere else.
But it's a wise way to do it. You can get free gas. Well, free gas.
Yeah.
Up to, was it 30 or 40 gallons? Or it used to be 30.
Yeah. Just going by the number that was up there today, we gave it a 2. For food, we gave it a 4. For cleanliness, we gave it a 5. And for customer service, we gave it another 4.
Yeah, alright, so I'll start with the gas, self-explanatory. We just went by the base number shown on the sign. Now, customer service, I don't know, I don't think I've ever had a bad customer service there. They're always friendly, I used to, a couple of summers ago, I'd be there almost every day, and a couple of the people, every time, remember my name, just, hey Nathan, how are you doing? Hey Nathan, how are you doing? Oh, what are you up to today? Stuff like that. They would always ask and interact with me and whoever I was with at the time.
And there's usually 2, when I go in there, there's 2 staff working.
2 to 4.
I really think that helps because it helps keep things quick and prompt. But, and additionally, and I know this sounds silly, but they always seem to get along with each other too.
Yes.
They have a good team atmosphere, and not that really matters a whole lot to most customers, but it makes me smile. I like it.
Yes, if people are friendly to each other, then they can exude that friendliness onto the customers also.
Yeah, we dig your vibes, man.
let's see.
Food, it got...
Oh, the cleanliness quick.
Yeah, it got a 5 on
Yeah,
cleanliness.
you never see it dirty. Like, the only time you see it dirty is when it's raining and people are coming in with muddy shoes. And
Yeah.
even then...
It doesn't last long. And the outside's always...
Yeah, you always see... I think every hour or two, they have someone go and cycle through or something. I don't know the time frame they do it, but I know I've seen many a times people walking out with their yellow vest and cleaning up everything, changing the garbage, everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, their food. I don't know how many people tried their food, but I won't lie, as Billy says, I eat a lot of gas station food. And, they have, 2 or 3 roller grillers.
This Dolchin doesn't discriminate. Any kind of food.
They have 2 or 3 roller grillers. Mm-hmm. And during the summer, those things are always almost full. Unless they get a rush of people that come in or a deal or something, that's about the only time they go out. But where it really shines is in 2 places. They have a huge soda selection.
They have a huge soda selection, and they have all of the syrups you could want.
Yes,
so
and
you
then
can really
also,
be a maestro with it.
Also, they have all the coffees off to the side. I don't get coffee too often, but they also have tea over there, everything. Mm. And then they have a little hot plate. It's only that wide. I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but...
Condiments bar, by the way, I would like to add, is always well stocked and kept up.
Yes.
And fresh. No mushy tomatoes.
But that hot plate, I mean, they could have easily got a higher score, but unfortunately their prices are up. I think other than the pizza slices being, $250 area? Other than that, that's the cheapest thing in there. After that, I think it's $4. And so it goes up in price pretty quick. And
yeah. And even though it's good food, it's gas station food. It's not gonna you're not gonna cream your jeans for it.
Yeah, you just sit there and you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Soft pretzel.
They have jalapeno peppers there.
They do.
They're tasty. But,
and they have slushies. The slushies are nice.
Oh yeah, the kids get them.
Yeah.
They got banana slushies. Those are pretty good.
See, to me, there's a difference between the creaminess of some flavors go best with a creamy, a shake taste.
Oh yeah.
And others go best. Banana to me it's more filling when it's with a cream thing.
This is the candy banana flavor.
Okay.
It goes well.
Punch you in the
slushy.
mouth. Sweet.
Yeah, it's good. I won't lie, it's good.
So yeah, good job for you, Hy-Vee. Round of applause to you. You did a good job. Really, the only things we could complain about was the prices of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prices. But I mean, they got their own thing they gotta do, but.
So coming in at number 2 on our list, and this is where we get into the multiples deal. We put all of the quick stars together for number 2.
Averaged the prices, by the way.
Yes, we averaged the prices, and it got a pretty healthy and just eked by Hy-Vee gas by 0.25. It was super close, and it was kind of almost a last minute thing, because we thought, well, between the two, there's maybe just 1 or 2 factors that set them up just a little bit. So quick stars, cumulative. So that would be the truck stop. With the truck stop, we didn't consider the hearty platter in it.
Nope.
We put the hearty platter to the side because it's really almost its own kind of little separate restaurant. For the record, I love the hearty platter. I love that they're open 24/7. Many times I have gone there in need of carbohydrates, and I've gotten them and enjoyed it every time. So we've set that to the side, but the quick start at the truck stop, the Bluff, and the main avenue, we thought they were all very comparable. They were all very, very good, so we put them together.
The only price differences between them were the gas prices.
Yes.
And we just averaged them out.
Yeah, and I think if we had gone into each Quick Star separately and scored them, they probably would have gotten the same scores in the same categories. So for Quick Star, gas price, we put it 2.5. It had one of the cheaper prices out of all the prices today and the most expensive price. So we put it at 2.5 right in the middle. Food, we gave it a 4.25. Cleanliness, we gave it a 4. And customer service, we gave it a 4.5. So it eked past Hy-Vee with the 4.5 customer service and the 4.2. Well, that was really what did it. But yeah, the customer service there, I think, is probably the number one thing that I like about Quick Start. You almost kind of get to know the staff a little bit.
I know I do the one on Bluff because I'm there almost every day. But yeah, I'll
edit it out.
I go right to their names because I know their names, and I'll sit there and chat with them if there's no line. Don't bug me none.
Yeah, and I mean, it's always kept up. Kept up. I mean, cleanliness, I didn't put it all the way high on cleanliness just because I've never walked in there and thought, well, god dang, this is clean. But I've never gone in there and thought, well, god dang, this is dirty either. But I've always found it to be very clean. Yeah. And the only one we gave a 5 in cleanliness was immaculate. I mean, like, yeah, and we'll get to all of that, but.
Yeah, I mean, they're always clean. The people are always helpful. You ask for something, whoop, they either know the answer or they know exactly who to go to, and they will get that answer for you.
Yes.
Lickety split. As long as they're not like 30 people in line, yeah, you'll get your answer pretty dang quick.
Oh yeah.
Gas prices, they vary from each spot, but
I really thought. I think we both thought that Quick Star would take number 1. Actually, when we were first talking about doing this pointless ranking, which we've now spent several hours on ranking something no one really cared to rank, we said we have to combine the Quick Stars because otherwise they're going to take 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, it ended up in second place score-wise. So.
And you know what, though? Their food. I mean, if you just go off Bluff Quickster, the smallest of the 3, I mean, first thing you walk into is the hot plate, which is 2 pretty large selections. I think it's 2. 2 large selections, always got something on there unless it's a really busy day. Mm-hmm. And then, like I was telling you earlier, on the other side you got the roller grillers and condiment bar, everything like that. And on the other side of that aisle you got the donuts.
Yeah, and they have good donuts too. If I'm hungering for a donut, I go to Quick Start before I even go to even Dunkin' Donuts, because donuts are just as good, if not better.
Yeah, I mean, there have been times where I have said, you know what, sounds good, a Quick Star burger. So, I mean, that should show you.
Rib sandwiches.
Yes, Tuesday is $1.50.
Just as good as the McRib.
$1.50 on Tuesdays, and then once a month they have dollar ribs on Wednesdays. Oh my God! You just go over to the condiment bar, add some pickles, onions, maybe whatever.
Cheesy breadsticks.
Yeah. Kids love them. But I mean, on the other side of the donut thing is like your creamer and stuff for all your coffee.
Oh yeah, and you could be your own Starbucks barista in there.
And then the whole section of that is nothing but drinks. They got the fountain there, they got the smoothie thingy over there.
Yeah, and it's always kept clean too.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I mean, when you think about how many people go in and out of that place on the day, I mean, I don't think I've ever been in there past 8 p.m. where there were not at least 5 other customers in store with me.
Right.
They stay busy. And I know people, and people are kind of dirty.
Yeah.
He's like, I just throw my straw wrapper here. So, especially in a place that gets that busy, it's easy for the gunk to build up, and they don't. They keep right on top of things.
Oh yeah. I mean,
it was close. I think if their gas prices had been better, they probably would have made it to number 1.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. They hit a very solid section, in my opinion.
It's kind of a staple of Clinton.
Well, yeah, there's 3 of them, and the other 2 populated ones are Shell and the upcoming one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. And I would also say that they seem, and I don't know about personal experiences, but they seem to hold on to their staff okay.
Yes.
I mean, I have a friend that's worked there for years now. I went to school with her.
The ex's mother, she used to work at the truck stop. They treat their employees pretty good. I mean, I'm sure there's bad days. Every job has their bad days, but overall, from what I've heard, is that they treat them pretty good. I mean,
yeah. I mean, gosh, I'm thinking of like 4 or 5 different staff right now that I've seen there since I pretty much moved back into town years ago. You know, that I've seen regularly.
I've gone to Bluff Quick Star on the regular for probably 10 to 12 years, and I can think of 1, 2, 3, off the top of my head, 3 staff that have been there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to the truck stop or Main Avenue one all that often, so.
I find myself going to the Main Avenue one recently.
The truck stop one, I know there's a couple of staff that have been there since
the original 9/11. No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably take that out.
I know I've been going there since I was a kid, because back then they had the 3 hot dog and a soda for $1.50. You can't beat that.
No. Where did it go?
Well, they went down to 2 hot dogs, and they got rid of the regular hot dogs, I believe. And, oh, this was a joke. Yeah, this was a while ago, but I mean, plus they used to have horseradish on the condiment bar. Oh man, loved making me some hot dogs there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if I wanted a hot dog, that's probably where I'd go.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Holly's Dogs, of course, which is also magical.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting off subject.
Yeah, we're getting off subject. Alright, so in our number 1 spot, and again, you're thinking, but wait, Celeste, Nathan, you forgot one. We had a tie for number 1. And we went over the points for both several times, and we really couldn't justify changing them. But we are of different minds as to...
There were 2 subjects within it that one of us would score one way and one would score the other way, but they were the same numbers. So I think we agreed that we would just tie it up on the first spot and be it a wild card of whatever one they would want to pick.
And to put this in perspective, the one that I chose for number 1 went all the way from number 5 straight to number 1 today, just based on our visit. And the other one was we knew it's going to be towards the top because it's been consistently good. We've gone there quite frequently. So my number 1 was Lyons Filling Station.
Mine was Casey's.
Both came in with a score of 15.5. So again, it just beat Quick Star by 0.25. So for Casey's, they got a 2 on gas price because they're usually on the upper end. They got a 5 for food, a 4.5 for cleanliness, and a 4 for customer service.
Yeah, I mean, I've never gone into a Casey's and had a bad experience either.
And this goes for the one that's on 13th Avenue North and the one on Comanche, because they were both very comparable, I think.
Yes, they both have their pizzas, they both have their subs, they have their snack selection, which is honestly, that thing is, I can't remember about the one on Comanche, but it's actually quite big. It has a heck of a lot more than you would think. And plus they're introducing their own brand of certain products. Like they have Casey's soda now, which, by the way, I enjoy the orange soda. It kind of has a little vanilla ting to it.
It's a vanilla ting?
It is. It's just a little vanilla kind of after sweet. It's so delicious.
It's got a little vanilla cap on.
It does. It's
little nightcap.
It's delightful. But the reason I go there, I mean, if you don't go there for pizza, why do you?
Wasn't that their tagline for a while? Famous for pizza.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The gas station known for pizza or something. You go to Casey's for either the pizza or I go there for subs myself, but.
Oh yeah, and they deliver subs now.
No, they used to.
Oh, they used to deliver subs now.
But I mean, I love their subs. Their subs. I don't think I've been to Subway in 10 years at least. Yeah, haven't been there in a long time. They just lost it for me. Then I found Casey's had it, and I was like, "Oh boy!" And I love their subs. Their pizza just for gas station pizza. I mean, you cannot beat it. Heck, for most pizzas even around here, you can't beat it.
I'm not a big pizza person, which is maybe what prevented me from being on the total Casey's team. But I can say of a pizza I've had, it's as good as any.
You know the one I
maybe Tallies. I really like the Tallies.
Yeah, they're one of the few that can compare.
Yeah, they have anchovies. I like anchovies.
There are very few that can compare with Casey's, and even as a pizza joint or any sort of restaurant. But you know what? The one pizza I really miss that my mom and dad used to get was the barbecue beef pizza. That was tasty. Order that every once in a while. Dad would go in it and yummy. And it's not like they even have a small fountain selection either. It's the standard 8 iced tea. Oh no, the slushy's over in the middle. They do have soft serve ice cream though too.
Yeah, they do.
They got. I mean, you go to Casey's for food. Let's face it. There's and
discount cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't know if they still got those, but the people are always helpful. I mean, I know the one up on 13th was low on staff for quite some time, but when they were fully staffed, I mean, you could walk up and order a pizza, get that ordered, and go. Walk up to the substation. Someone be there and get you going.
Yeah, and you made friends there too.
Oh yeah. Well,
you see people. Hey, this guy, just being all social and whatnot. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very friendly staff.
Oh yeah, and like you said, they're always clean. That is probably one of the gas stations. You walk into the bathroom and you're like, dang, I wish my bathroom was this clean.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. You don't see some, you go to Walmart bathroom or something, and I had a biology teacher that taught me to put toilet paper on the toilet seat. I never feel like I have to do that at Casey's. It's always clean.
Yeah.
I haven't seen so much as a single butt hair on there.
Never looked.
You should. You should.
I probably should. I just usually if I'm using a gas station's bathroom, I need to go now.
The butt hairs are relevant.
Yes, it's either going to be in toilet or in pants, and
I know sometimes it's a little of both.
Luckily, I haven't had that happen in quite some time, but it's been close. Yeah, it's just sit down and pray that everything went in. But I mean, yeah, they super clean.
Yeah.
You always see the staff going around doing. I mean, they're either making food, cleaning, helping a customer, or stocking. They're always going. And it really works well. Like I said, they were understaffed for quite some time, and their wait times went up. But when they're fully staffed and going, they really get everything going.
Yeah, they do.
It goes.
I would say, so I guess we'll transition over to Lions Filling Station, because I think we've given Casey's about as much praise as we can possibly give it. I think the only reason it really didn't get to 5s on everything was that, there's just those 1 or 2 little incidents. And again, to get a 5 on this list, you had to be absolutely stellar. And that is why I got a 5 on the food, because food's always good.
Yeah, the pizza. I mean,
and the subs. Subs are just as good as any sub shop. And I would rather get Casey's subs than Jimmy John's.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. But I mean, their pizzas is what really, that's really what really just put it up there for.
And variety, they have variety.
Oh yeah. What other gas station has a soft serve ice cream? Not a dang one.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can go over there. It's awesome. You know what we forgot though?
What?
Their sugar cookies.
Oh, they do have good sugar cookies.
I got the lemon zest. Oh, yummy. Sorry, I know, but...
Alright, we're going to move on to our tie for number 1, which also got a 15.5, and that was the Lions Filling Station. This one went straight from number 5 all the way up to number 1, based on our visit today, and it was a great experience. I will definitely be going there more often. So the rankings the points that it had a 2.5 for gas price because it was in the middle of the pack, and we know that, your staff members have nothing to do with that. But
right.
For food, it got a 4. Respectable 4. For cleanliness, it got a 5. It was immaculate in there. That floor was so clean. I ran my fingers along some of the shelves just to be a little extra, careful. My fingers came off clean. There wasn't even any dust. It's got a 5 for cleanliness and a 4 for customer service. The reason it didn't get a 5 for customer service is just because we had 2 really nice ladies. They were very attentive. And they were, when we got there, it was busy. Like, almost all of the parking spaces were taken.
Right.
And when we got in there was no line because they were so quick. We walked over towards the food. We didn't have to call for them or anything. She was right there. Hey, would you like some chicken? I was like, well, yeah, I would like some chicken. And some potato salad. Potato salad was good. But yeah, it was super clean. The only reason it didn't get a 5 for customer service was just because I didn't have enough data.
Yeah, one visit is not, I know this seems kind of hypocritical because we kind of judged it on porters, but at the same time, these ladies were...
I'm also going by other attributions, though, with attestations. So other people, when they've talked to me about their experiences.
Okay, I've never heard any, so...
Yeah.
But, even so, with porters, the gals were nice. They were nice. They were totally nice. But, the gals up at the Lions Filling Station, they were just on it. They were good.
Oh, we pulled up into the parking lot, and I was like, look how clean the cement is. There wasn't even a whole lot of spots on the cement. It was just super duper clean. In the food, we had the food. So, he got the chicken, and I got 2 potato wedges, and I got some potato salad, and you got a slushy, right?
Yeah, or whatever that they call it, but yeah, slushy.
So, the potato salad was great. I ate the whole container, and he was like, did you seriously just eat a whole container of potato salad? I'm like, yeah, my mom didn't raise no quitter. And then the potato wedges were good. They had, as far as the way they were made, perfect. great crunch on the outside, soft, meaty inside. It just wasn't seasoned a whole lot.
Which I can appreciate, though, at the same time, because if you think of potato wedges, so many people think of the seasoning that they enjoy with it, because that's the most thing you taste. Whereas this one was like, you bite into it, and you tasted the potato. And it just, I don't know, I liked it in its own way. Because if you dipped in ketchup and mustard, you would taste all three of them mellowing out with each other. And
the potato sat on the throne.
Yes.
Of this potato log.
Now the chicken, that
The
was
chicken?
beautiful.
Yeah.
It was moist inside, nice outer side. We got
when he bit into it originally, I could hear the faint crunch of the skin. It was perfect. Like, you could do some ASMR or whatever it is. Asthma. Whatever it is, you could do that with that chicken. It was perfect.
Oh, what was it? We got was it called the hot wings?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. The hot wings. And it, perfect little burn. Just enough to set your mouth kind of running for a second and then just kind of die away. It would be perfect with some blue cheese or ranch. Oh my God. My mouth's starting to drool about it.
I was disappointed because I've gone there before. I haven't gone there a whole lot in the past. Admittedly, it was quite a number of years before we went in today. But I know that they grill. I've seen them grilling before.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard wonderful things about the grilling. So I was kind of disappointed when we went in and they didn't have anything grilled. And I understand that's not something you can do every day. But I'm like, we're going to have to go with this, kind of second-rate food. The food was good. I was not disappointed at all. In either. The potato salad was good too. They said they don't make it in-house, but they combine 2 different kinds of potato salad. That was good.
That's good.
It's good. And, I mean, that's just to say, they had a wide variety of foods too. Like, they had a whole little overhead menu. They had quite a few different pasta salads and stuff right in the cold case next to it. And I think what eked it ahead of Casey's for me is because it was a local business. It had a little holder for all of these local business cards right by the checkout.
I didn't see that.
Which I appreciated because I'm a big, local fan. I know it sounds terrible after we kind of trash on some of the other gas stations. But to conclude our list, none of the gas stations were horrible. They were all decent at worst.
Yes.
Everything on this list was relative. Nothing here was bad, like terrible.
No.
But yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed this little project. Thank you, ADD, for inspiring it. It was great. I don't know.
Now we gotta see what the next list will be.
Yeah, if you got an idea for another list, if you want to put that in the comments below, I mean, I'm all ears.
I'm down.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a nice series. And it will be pointless.
Yeah, I mean...
That's our one guarantee. I don't guarantee quality. Do you guarantee quality?
No.
Yeah, but we will guarantee a waste of our time.
I mean, if you think about it, it's only a matter of opinion.
Yeah,
this is our opinion, not theirs, so...
Yeah.
If they like one better than we do, okay.
Yeah, I would encourage you to go to all of these gas stations.
Find what you like about them.
Yeah, and then argue with us in the comments. I love arguing on Facebook. I'll tell you about you, your mama, and your granddaddy. I'll tell you about all of them. Fight with me. Damn it. I'm just kidding. But no, I would encourage you to go to all of these... No, not physical fight. I know my spot in the pecking order, and it's not very high. Now, verbal sparring, I can do that. But if you're like, I'm going to kick your butt, I'll be like, okay, bye.
Oh, here you go.
If you decide to beat me up, you better enjoy wailing on me, because you're going to jail afterwards. But anyway, I encourage you to go to all the businesses, come up with your own list. Feel free to share in the comments below, or message us if you have an idea for something, or if you have a contention with something we said on this list.
Yeah.
I would say if you have a contention, we really weren't mean about anything. I think we were pretty fair.
Yeah,
But
I
I'll
believe.
I'll still hear you on it. So thanks for watching.